So we did something very small, and all of a sudden, somebody from the commissioner came to me and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "We want nobody to get hurt in the community." And then we come up with something, fast. We come up with a name, International Human Relations Council. The name. The goal is to break down the cultural barrier, to build bridges between each other. Respect is the most important. Respect each other's color, religious culture, and have a better and safe and healthy community. So one of the activity we do fight the hunger day, because our enemy is one. My enemy, your enemy is one. Hunger is number one enemy. So we had a fight the hunger day. We have a music, we have food for free, give away a lot of stuff from all over. This is one. Number two, we have a unity day. We do that at Market Park. We bring everybody together, everybody, all the color, the religion, and to bring the barrier between, to meet each other. And also we have iftar in Ramadan. I want you to come to that. Ramadan is coming hopefully next week. So we bring everybody at the police station, one District 8, and the other one in District 17. So we bring everybody together to share break bread together, to bring us closer. And so also the holidays in December, we come all together, we celebrate all the religion holidays. So we give away gifts, and it was a lot of fun. And guess what? In this community, so far, when the commander walks in, it says 0 hate crime. I'm so happy. I'm so proud. So this is very good kind of thing. And also, we work very close with the city of Chicago. He showed up today. Now, Mr. Norman. So Norman, yeah. Any questions? Yeah.
Thank you. Now we want to introduce to you Dr. Willie Wilson. Come on, Dr. Willie Wilson. And this is Mr. Norman White from the city of Chicago from hate crime. Have a seat, sit down. Or you want to stand, whatever.
I'll just stand a moment. Yesterday. Thank you for the invite. Set this up for me. We appreciate it very much. Look, we are trying to organize some things in the city of Chicago. I want to thank all you all for taking your time out for coming this evening. What we're trying to make sure of is that we kind of take control or have some input back of all our community, regardless of who you are, where you're from, what religion, trade, sex, the whole 9 yards. We're just trying to make sure that everybody can have some type of input. And by the way, thank you all for supporting me for Mayor of the City of Chicago. We appreciate that very much as well. But what we thought after the election that we would do was still be involved because a lot of people have been asking me, I'm going to be involved and stay on the scene. And so I said, well, it depends on whether or not we could get enough people that was interested in supporting a PAC. Most organizations, as you know, the major corporation, the union and different organizations always have a PAC. So a PAC, in our case, of course, is the situation where that people support one another from the community to make sure that they can have people who represent them fairly and right. Now, I guess some of the issues we find that different people have different issues. And so today what I've done is brought some of the young ladies and young men with me today. And what I want to do is to take a moment to let them to introduce you all so you know who they from, some vicious and some business people, etc. So this is Brother Shaw, Commissioner Shaw, past Commissioner Shaw. He is the most knowledgeable politician in this country, right? And he's he don't have any hair right now, but and then of course I'm gonna let everybody introduce himself here for a moment. But we have the governor here. We call him the governor of radio, Dr. Kelly, right here. Right. And we can go around here and just introduce ourselves.
Yes, go ahead.
We go there.
My name is Football Buddy.
Good afternoon, I'm Glenda Smith. I'm the executive producer for Mr. Cliff Kelly on WBON 1690 AM show. Veterans, it's 727,000 registered veterans in the state of Illinois. It's 181,000 registered in Cook County.
My name is Norman White. I work for the city of Chicago.
Sister Baker, Dr. Willie Wilson, special.
My name is Ibrahim Aniya. I represent International Community here.
My name is Scott Winslow. I'm a healthcare executive and worked with Dr. Wilson on his campaigns for many years.
My name is Lillian Harris. I'm a small business owner of a commercial cleaning company.
Roxanne Jackson. I work for Dr. Wilson.
This is me, Sharif Abdulaziz, Imam of Al-Nahda Community Center.
This is me, Khad Al-Ali, members of Al-Nahda Center.
Gassan Balout, I'm the founder of Chicago Islamic Center, across the street. Been working with Fatima for the last at least 25 years.
My name is Sheikh Mohammed Imam, Chicago Islamic Center.
Siomana Maldonado, I work for Dr. Wilson.
Tavares with Keep It Moving Independent Organization.
Brother Jerry is strong. Bishop Jenny L. Pettis' grandson.
I'm Andre Fair, I work with Dr. Wilson.
Jenny Pettis, pastor, family altar, Missionary Baptist Church, West Side of Chicago.
Wanda Stamps, business owner, Keep It Moving and Associates, which is a black car service.
My name is Hassan Najjar. I'm from American Arab Chamber of Commerce, and also we work together, partner with Fatma Waid and International Relations Community. Thank you.
Okay. Right there.
Joyce Everson, I'm with Hillco Homeowners Insurance, I'm an insurance agent. My name is Ashley Morris, I'm here volunteering for Miss Tia.
What's your name?
Her name is Malia. She says she's the most important person here today. My name is Shonda Valdez, and I represent the Latin American community.
I'm Melinda, I'm a broker, artist, and I'm working with Fatima Senate Wing of the Senate Society as a volunteer.
Yvonne Reese, healthcare consultant at Working Business.
Okay, great. So, tell you a little bit where we are making an attempt to go, things that we are striving to do. With this political PAC. The name of the PAC is called WW Progressive PAC. WW Progressive PAC. That is the name of the PAC. The website, Andre, that would be up approximately when?
It's up. It's www.progressivepac.com.
Okay, you want to say that again?
So it's www.progressivepac.com.
That is the website. I believe we have it working now or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow official, but it's up today. We're working out some bugs, but we're putting it up right now.
Okay. So the PAC is up today, got a few more things to do with it, but tomorrow is very active, right? And we're ordinarily going to be adding things to it. The reason why I formed the PAC is because, like, if you look at the major corporation, you look at the unions and things of that nature, they spend money on people to get them into the office to support their agenda, right? So the people usually get in the office, as you know, and support the person who have the money to put behind them to support their agenda. Now, being an African American, that is rare for us to see that in my community, meaning the African American community, all right? That's very rare. It's like non-existent, right? But most of our people who get in office as related to the African American community, right, doesn't usually give to candidate. Somebody else gives to the candidate, and so they do what they ask them to do. Now, this is not what you call a African American PAC. This is all people inclusion PAC. Anybody who wants to be part of it, who have a special interest and things of that nature, can be part of this PAC, all right? What we're asking everybody to do is to help us organize 5,000 people per ward. So if you got 38 or 50 ward, whatever ward that you live in, we ask them to organize 5,000 people in that ward. Those 5,000 people can take and donate to the PAC, but they can organize. And we can select people and they can vote the people in office who is going to protect our best interests, right? So let me use this for an example. If there is a discrimination issue, well, we all know we should not discriminate. Now, if we get everybody together and we pass that on to our politicians, we need better laws to protect all of us, regardless of what race, creed, or color, and nobody enforcing the laws, right? So we will make sure that the people who we put in office or support in office believe in our views and to help us get that agenda out. Let's talk about another example, economic development of businesses. Now, businesses need to have tax breaks in order to expand their businesses. A lot of people say, well, okay, business don't need tax breaks because the poor is out here and suffering, and so therefore the business doesn't need the tax break. Well, small businesses have a hard time surviving. The major corporation can survive a lot more better than the small business, all right? But we know that if you got lower taxes, that create more business create more jobs. And that's where we want to kind of like come from, all right? But let's just say that if there's 100,000 people and if 51,000 vote in favor of something and the other 49,000 vote differently, the 51,000 wins. And that's how we will cast the vote, all right? Now, also is that a lot of people who put money into the PAC are nervous about where their money is going to go to, all right? Well, it is a trust factor that is involved as well, okay? I can assure you that I will have total control of the PAC and the money. I can assure you that, right? And the reason why that we have to have people who the community is going to trust with a proven record, right? We got approximately 58 to 60,000 votes in this last election. We won a lot of awards, more awards than anybody else, right? So when we ask people to support Lori Lightfoot, elected mayor today, our people went that way, right? Versus supporting the other candidate, all right? Now, I know there's a lot of issues and this and that, and I don't want to get into that one about the gay and lesbian situation. I know that's a major issue for a lot of people, and I understand that, but we're not voting against that. We're not even going that route. What we're going to do is vote on economic and social issues that pertain to all of our neighborhoods.
Amen.
You know, and then that's the approach that we take, you know. And we do what the majority say, all right? We're not going to agree with everything together, but I believe we're gonna have more things that we're going to be agreeing with than disagreeing with, right? That's why we can support one another at. We should join hand in hand together and try to work it out. I'm also looking at that. We're asking that our people who part of the PAC is to commit to voting with us. So if we decide to select someone from any community, we want to make sure that everybody vote with us to get the people in, because they will have more, be more inclined to understand our ways, what we want to try to do. Now, you can ask a question in a few minutes. I'm not gonna be long talking, because I want you guys and ladies to ask any question that you might have, all right? We started the PAC. I donated, I think it was $6,000 or $7,000 per person that I put in there already. We're asking business and people to donate as well. We're asking for people to do fundraisers for us as well. I'd like to raise $45 million in the PAC within the next 12 to 18 months. That's what we're gonna shoot for. We're gonna go ahead and try to raise it. Now, for the people who cannot afford to put much money into it, we're asking for them to donate commitment to $10 a month. So if you're a senior citizen or you just don't have it, we're asking for you to donate $10 a month, okay? So meaning that if we got 100,000 people, $10 a month, gonna bring us, I believe that's $500,000, right? Okay, and we're gonna get these people. We were going to do this, all right? And so we take those dollars and put behind our candidate and support who we need to support. Now, there's an election coming up in August, all right? You got the state rep who's running for next year. You got the U.S. Senator race coming up next year, and you got the president.
Yes.
Yeah, race is coming up. We're gonna be involved with it. We're gonna be involved. And we're gonna be involved because the fact is that whatever they do is gonna affect us, right? We're not gonna just cast our vote for the sake of saying we voted for somebody without asking them what's in it for us. So these are the people we're gonna take and do. So that's why it's important that we take the 5,000 people per neighborhood, organization, ward, all right? We're gonna look for more than that, but our first goal is 5,000 people per ward, right? So let's say Chicago, there are 50 wards, times 5, what is that, 5 times 50? 225,000 people. So we can get that. And then there are gonna be other people going to be coming on once we get started. Some people a little bit, maybe a little bit reluctant when it first started, but when it start out and we start doing well, people gonna come on board, right? I'm pretty comfortable that the people that voted for me, close to 60,000 people, I'm pretty comfortable that they're gonna go my way, all right? I need for you all to help us to get more. You know, we're gonna be a force out here, but we're gonna do what is right. We're gonna do 51% said which way we should go. We're gonna go that way. I don't want the other 49% to back out of it, you know. So we're gonna try to make sure that we visit all communities, myself personally, and visit each community so people can ask questions, whatever they like to ask, and put their agenda on paper, and let's discuss them, and let's get an agenda together, and let's say, here's what we want to do, this is the way we're going to go with it, and then let's bring in all of our politicians within our community. That means the alderman people, state legislators, U.S. Senator, the whole 9 yards. We also have people who are on the Board of Appeal, taxes. Commissioner Shaw used to hold one of those particular office as well. Lower people taxes, you know. we have the treasurer. Every piece of politician in Chicago, we're gonna go down that road and try to keep it right, you know. So we also want to do a fundraiser per year, and I'm gonna ask that each neighborhood commit to doing at least 1, 2, 3, 4 on a quarterly basis, 4 fundraising per year on a quarterly basis every 3 months. We're gonna be doing it as well. If we made a fundraiser and give a fundraiser, and we raised $1, that's more than what we had. All right? So we're not turning down any money at all because we're gonna take that and do what we need to do. Let me talk about a minute for like the senior citizen. I believe the last when I ran, probably 95 or 98% just about senior citizens voted for me. Now, a lot of senior citizens on fixed income. If they just don't have the money, we still gonna have an area on the website for volunteers. So the volunteer is still just as good because we can get them to volunteer and get them to vote the way we want them to vote. Then that's a good thing, all right? The senior citizen is the #1 voter in the city of Chicago. I believe that exists probably pretty much around the country, but I know Chicago, the senior citizen, is our #1 voters. All right. So, the dollars that you donate and we raise is not taxable. You cannot write it off. It's what you're doing for the neighborhood. You can't write it off. And if you put it in there, you can't get it back because I'm not going to get it back. All right. So, meaning that we're going to vote the money the right way. We're going to spend it the right way. It's political. How do you benefit from it? Well, it's something easy. If someone think and feel like we feel and think, the politician look for people to vote their way. And we want people to vote in the best interest of the neighborhood. Not so much, this is not an individual thing. It is a neighborhood thing. It is the majority that carry the way. Because if we start to get individual things, then we know better than other politicians out here that's doing us wrong.
Yes.
You know, so we're not gonna really go that route. We're gonna set up a board of directors. Okay, the board probably gonna consist of 11 people or maybe 15. I don't want to get no more than that because you get too many people in the room, too many people begin to talk, we get nothing done. You know, we want to have subcommittees within the neighborhood. So you got 5,000 people in this neighborhood here, and that means they got to meet with their alderman people, politician people once a month. On an every 3-month basis, we want all our politicians to come together, and then we can talk to them all with the whole body of the membership, right? So we could do it that way, and we'll do it by community as well, right? So we got to find out what are some of the issues in each neighborhood, what are some of the issues with our senior citizens, what are some of our issues with our youth, and things of that nature. We got to find out those issues so that we can support the issues that involve to our neighborhood. I believe that the violence affect us all. So in one neighborhood, I think that about 8 neighborhoods last I can think of, I could be off on it, that where a lot of the violence is got issues at. Well, we got to make sure that we can get the economic in those areas and with your jobs and contract to get down the violence. I know the mayor is working on it. I'm part of writing this proposal up. I am the chairperson of the economic development for the city of Chicago on the transition team. And we are putting things in place and policies and making our recommendations, you know. And I'm gonna represent Chicago as local, as well as national, as well as worldwide. I'm not gonna work for the city of Chicago. I'm just helping for the advisor, senior advisor, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna go with that. But we're working to try to put things together and to make sure that all community is represented and reflect we're looking for the word, I think I call it in this case here, I think equality. I think that probably covered equality and contract job, and I think the other word may be parity as well. That'll pretty much cover overall thing out here. And so the elect mayor viewed those words out here, and I'm sure that she's going to do a good job with it. But she also needs the citizen of Chicago behind her. You know, so we got some work to do, and we need to be involved. If we're not involved, we get what we, I won't say what we deserve, but we get whatever put out there, what left over, all right? And so nobody like leftover, you know, all right? So we need to really, we're gonna be involved in this whole thing. Now, I'm asking for your support to make this happen because it's very critical. The next, I believe, 20 days, the elected mayor take office. It's critical right now. So we got the next, let's say the next 6 months, 3 months for sure. It's very critical that we making sure that our views is being included, right? Because a lot of people out here have money and use their influence on the parliament people, state legislators, you know, all things out here that affect us. These people's getting money to take then by lobbyists, you know, to vote in favor of their way. So I think what we have to do now, making an attempt now, getting up to the 21st century or 22nd century, wait a century, 21st century? All right, I get confused with that sometimes, all right? In the 20th century, right? Wait, 21st, 20, all right? All right, well, we have to get up to that level. We haven't gotten there yet, right? Because we haven't spent the money, you know? Let me tell you what the politicians have told me. It's sad commentary, but some of the politicians have told me and said, well, we don't get any money support from the community. And that's why we have to vote certain ways because other people give us money. And it said that if we do not get money, the people who got the money are gonna put somebody in there to replace us. And said they replace us, we cannot feed our families. Now it was a shame to hear that, but what can I say? You know, yeah, it's God knows truth. All right. And so sometimes, look, integrity is important, principles, everything else. But sometimes people have to sell out their integrity and their principle because of condition. Yeah. Yeah. We faith with life. Yeah. And so, but we have to make sure now that we get involved with what's going to be happening to us. We got just one moment in time. Just this one moment in time. And Lord have put us here in this moment of time, you know, and we let this moment slip by us, it's too late, you know. We won't see this moment again for a long, long time, you know, and we're just not going to let it slide through. So we're asking for you to make a commitment, and I'm asking for the business people and people who can afford to donate more and help us raise our goal, the $45 million goal. And we need people who want to relate to us in the media. You know? We need radio and TV personalities as part of it. And I don't see everybody should be involved with it because it makes sense. It's a democratic way if we're going to stick to the values and the principle of what human dignity stand for and should stand for. You know, you can trust me with your money, You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, I gotta say it again, so you know, no miscommunication. I'm gonna control the money. That's what I'm doing. Because if I do not say I'm gonna control the money, a lot of people are not gonna donate. Okay? That just point blank. All right? If you need to check my background, my record out, feel free to do so. You know, and you'll find that I'm not about taking anything from anybody. You know, so since we do have the 58 to 60,000 people that voted for me, you know, and since I did take and create the PAC, ideas and everything else, that's the way we're gonna run it. We'll look for people to take, again, to vote the Democratic way. We got a number of different churches, religion community already behind us. We know this, you know, and going to be helping and supporting us as well, you know. So we again want you all to be open. If you got any question, to ask me. Ask them openly and honestly. It doesn't matter what it happened to be. We should be able to, we're going to deal with it and talk and work out whatever we got to work out. The danger of people not saying what they really want to say or need to say is that silence is more dangerous than being loud and open. Silence. Silence is the one that kills us all. You know, because if you're silent, as you well know, you're thinking things, you do things different, but you won't say it so nobody knows what you're thinking. How can we solve any problem or work together when we don't know what you're thinking? You know. So if you have any question, I'll pause, or somebody might want to ask me any question, and understand this too, before I say this here. The issue is clearly this. Chicago is a very, very segregated city. Right? No doubt about it. You know. And so we must face the fact that it is a very segregated city. Right? We must face the fact that we got issue among one another. We must face the fact we're always going to have issue among one another. You know? But there are some things that we can work out together. You know? To the best interests of all of us. You know? There's black people that don't like brown people and Muslims and vice versa. It's just all messed up. You know? And everything. So, but we got to get beyond that. You know? I personally would not discriminate it because I came from a background of discrimination. You know? Look, we was a sharecropper. And so we were discriminated against. You know? And as you know, there are issues, but we can work them together. Ain't nothing that we cannot work out if we sit down and willing to work out. You know, and when people stop talking is when we got issues. And so we're just stepping out here now to help it work. So I will pause, and to those who have any questions, if I can answer them, I'll answer them. If I don't have an answer for you, I'll just tell you I don't have it, I don't know. I have to redo my research. And we try to work it out, whatever way we have to take then do it. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Wilson, I hear you speak about the churches and they involvement with getting the 5,000 people within the community. Do you have any suggestion or a vision as to how you want that to happen with young people, with the youth?
The young people are, look, there's issue there. All I can say is that, look, my own kids, I can't even straighten them out. I don't even understand them. So, because it used to be that if you made, look, I had a person quit a job, made like $100,000 a year, okay? But they was working out in down the road. They quit the job, and because they live in Chicago, they wanted to work right in the area where they live in. $100,000. And they took a job paying much less. Now I don't ever even understand that. All right? But they didn't care, right? And the other thing is our young people today, of course, unless they get what they want, the money is paid what they want, they don't work. So I think that's something as a committee we just all got to take and work on together. I do want a component of the young people part of this PAC. I think that way we could find out a lot better. And then the same issue is that a person who have been in prison comes out and says, nobody care about me. Nobody care about our idea. Nobody care about washing the slate clean. And I paid my dues. And I paid my dues, but I still can't get a job. But I never hear nobody raise no issue, you know. And so that's an issue that was in itself. So they said, why should we even participate, you know? But I got to put a youth committee together. And I think we appointed them.
You did. She's the
Okay,
chair.
good. Thank you. Well, that's $1 million question. If I had that, I would have $1 billion.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Dr. Wilson, I understand doing a PAC will help a lot. Is there any other PAC already exist in Chicago? Because, I mean, the monopoly here in Chicago, as you said at the last thing, segregation. And people work by themselves. And at the end, if you collect 5 million, 4 million, I know there's corporations who have billions of dollars, or they do their interest toward their own thing, have people to vote their way. So I think to have a collective working together with different also minorities to get together will be a big pack. It will help a lot, much more than just to focus on every neighborhood or things like this. So we need a collective work together with different minorities. That's why.
I totally agree with you on this here. Here's what happened. When I ran for mayor, I had the African American, I had the Latina, I had the Muslim, I also had some white Republican, and I also had some Democratic white as well. All right, that voted for me. So we only can represent who paid the $10 and wanted to represent them. Now, the difference in this one here is that there is no other PAC that I know of that focused on the minorities and the issues. Now, the major corporations got billions and billions of dollars. The difference is that over here, we got people that we can block anybody from winning office because of the minority, because of people who have the faith that somebody is in there now gonna look out for us, right? Because look, when I ran for the mayoral office, not one politician supported me. All the alderman people was against me. Not one. We swept all their ward. Swept them all, right? And wasn't nothing they can do about it, right? Wasn't nothing they can do about it. Because we've been building up for years helping the community.
Right.
You know? So that the other politicians do not have. You know. So we're gonna use our relationship. That's why this PAC has to represent the people who have been left out. That is why we have to do it. You know. And so, cause money alone won't do it. Right? But it takes that relationship that we have now. If I didn't have a relationship, if we had not won all the ward, this PAC wouldn't even exist. You know, because I know it takes more than money. You know? It takes relationship, you know, and we got the relationship. And so we know we can get by and get through. But right now, it is really focused on pretty much the minority, you know, but it's open to everybody. You know, if a white person walk up and give me $1 million, I'm gonna take it.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna say, walk her in. You know. So I think that at this point in time, I'm working hard, and all of my work is pro bono. Yeah, everything that I do is with this PAC. It's pro bono. I would not even have the PAC to buy me a meal. I won't have this PAC to pay for a parking lot ticket. All right? I won't have this PAC to buy me a bottle of water. I would not have it. Right? The only thing the PAC would pay for is it administrative. All right? Meaning we probably have 2 or 3 people have to run it. You know? But we're not going to take a PAC and spend 50% on overhead. You know, we'll probably take a PAC and maybe keep it below 10%.
Yes.
You know, and then 90% of it go. And then if we spend any more, it's going to be the board who's going to authorize that. You know, now I was talking to a young lady yesterday, and she was saying that how can she get involved? And she said, I'm a good fundraiser. And so I said, okay, good. If you can raise money, we can consider paying her 10 or 15% for raising money. You know, if she's good at it.
Yes.
You know, if she raised $1 million, I'm glad to give her $100,000.
That's right.
You know, so but those kind of things there is worth it, you know. But in terms of the overhead, right now I'm donating, paying out of my pocket. 3 or 4 people, myself, is paying on this whole thing. So we'll be doing that. Yes, ma'am.
I know that you're involved with a lot of the churches, and I'd like to know what is the specific role of the church with the PAC?
Well, it is a non-for-profit. It is an individual. You know, his church is a non-for-profit, so I'm sure you cannot take the dollars out of the non-for-profit and put it into a PAC. But the individual is part of the church. Pastor themselves can donate as an individual. All right? The people itself that goes to church can donate to the PAC as an individual, but not the church itself. There is no non-for-profit organization can donate to a PAC that I know of. All right? But I just happen to know a lot of churches. So I think that we're certainly going to call on every person that I know to the church and to ask them to support. And we do have churches that involved with it as an individual. You know.
Well, you know, I always thought, like with the churches, some of them do give back to the community, but they pay their tithes back into their bucket. And the way I had envisioned it, with so many churches being in Chicago, if we had this one pot where they could pay their tithes, they wouldn't be missing nothing, because they're supposed to do that anyway. Pay their tithes in this pot, and that would give back to the community to build training centers or maybe factories. We can own our own Pepsi Cola. I mean, they really wouldn't be missing anything because they pay their tithes anyway. So why not put it in this pack to give back to the community, other than just giving a food pantry? Let's empower the community.
Right.
I know Jesse Jackson was at one point was trying to do something with the churches, with this 1,000 churches connected. I don't really know what that was about, but you know, like the Baptist convention, they all come together. Now, what's the purpose of that? Where's that money going?
Well, let me put it this way. Well, let me put it this way. this PAC is originated for one issue. Because there's 1,000 different issues out there.
Right.
We'll focus on raising money to support people who is gonna have the best interest of the community involved that supports the PAC. So if I want to give Shaw here some money, if he's gonna run for office, and we know that he's gonna look out in the best favor of the community, then we gotta give him and support him $1,000 or $10,000 and have all the people vote for him. But once he gets into office, then he'll vote for, let's say, if the school open, garbage pickup, or contracting job, right? So see, the mayor or the governor or the president of the United States cannot get things passed unless you got the people to vote, right? So we'll focus on that part of it there. Look, so the churches have a situation that they work out, and other people have their own situation they work out. This is a PAC that has a focus, because otherwise than that, we can't fix all the problems and everything else. Now, look, I'm church now. I'm about church to get. You know? Amen. I praise the Lord every Sunday, right? But I don't let that, whoever a pastor or anybody do anything in the church, that's business between them and God.
That's right.
You know? But I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna still praise the Lord. Right? And I don't even worry about it, and I ain't gonna worry about it because it's too big for me to take care of it. Plus, I can't take care of it no way. Ain't nothing but the Lord can take care of that.
Yeah, but I just thought we were working on a collective.
We're working on a collective, they want it collective. You know. But unfortunately, a lot of people is gonna say things and not gonna mean it. But the proof of it is helping getting the 5,000 people, help donate money to it. That's when we'll know is it real or not. Otherwise than that, we're not gonna mess with it. That's right. Right. Church say amen, right?
Amen.
All right. So any more questions? And I got some ministers here as well. But let me tell you this though. To be honest with you, if you look at every organization, in particular the African American community, all we got is a little hope is coming out of our churches. The politicians do it wrong, but our churches is there and we rely on them because most times if we're hungry, we go there and get something to eat, you know. But nevertheless, it is what it is, but we're going to change things. But this PAC can change the whole city. Yes, sir. That's right. The whole state.
Well,
And
like
we're going to
you
do
say,
it.
you can go get something to eat. They can feed you, but teach us how to fish by ourselves.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do this, but I believe the only issue, the only problem to Chicago's problem for the poor and the minority is a political one. Because it's too big. All the money and stuff that I personally give away, ain't no way in the world I can help everybody. But if you have political, pass the laws, put stuff in place, then you get things done. That's why this thing is so important for us to get this thing going. And all my time is donate free.
Somebody behind you.
Hello, sir.
How you doing? Come in.
Yes, sir. Protocol duly observed. I'm sorry for coming late for the meeting. With due respect to everybody and the leadership. And you were talking about the Christian faith and their investment opportunities. Then we have the Muslims faith, and thank God we have a Muslim and Muslim brothers. Assalamu alaikum. In my experience in Southside, I see a lot of Nation of Islam and some other Muslims in Southside. I discovered that there were a very little population of entrepreneurs among the Muslims. Then I was suggesting some of the brothers over there that we need to have al-mudaraba investments. Probably if you understand, al-mudaraba investments can be an investment portfolio where we have entrepreneurs among the Muslims coming together as partners to have access to the funds and they create their businesses. That's my suggestion.
Okay.
On the right investment. Very important support for you.
Well, thank you. Well, what we're going to do also is just hear that next Monday night, we're going to try to bring together the Muslim, Latina, black, white, whoever will come to get together just to meet and greet. And it's going to be at 6 o'clock next Monday night. And it's going to be at Chicago Baptist Institute International at 5120 South King Drive. Now, the reason we're doing it is just to get to shake some hands. And just to get to know, right? Because we don't fellowship together. We don't know one another. Now, eventually we intend to get the Chicago, we hope we can get the football stadium there. Yeah.
So, excuse me, with the international community, what we do now here in South Chicago, even in Chicago, we do like every year at the end of the year, like one day together, all Christian, Muslim, everyone. We do it here. The second thing, in Ramadan, we do something,
Iftar. Yes.
Iftar. We go to several police stations and make like community, Christian, Muslim, everyone, and for, to be together. We try now, Mr. White, we try to make this in the main police station, to be everyone there, like to show that Chicago is like, as a religion, I'm not a religion leader, but as a religion, we are together, as a Mexican, African American, Arabian, even white, everyone, to be together. So your idea, we like it because I think part of it, we like to involve in this because this will be more than what we are doing.
You're absolutely right.
I like it, but I'm sorry. She's here now.
I think that whatever we do, it cannot have a religion flavor to it. It has to be a just community. So people feel comfortable, you know. And then so once we meet next Monday night, we'll hold an annual affair, like you say. And if we can get 80,000 people in Soldier Field, then we should do it. You know? Yeah. If we can get 80,000 people in White Sox Park, we should do it. You know? And that's not hard to do. You know? I mean, I drove by White Sox Park one day, and I looked over at it, and I said that I want to give a gospel concert out here. 3 weeks later, we had a gospel concert out here. White Sox Park.
Yes.
A lot of people there. Right? If you believe it, you can do it.
Amen. Yes.
You have to believe it.
Yes. Yeah. And so it don't take but a few. You know? And so some gonna follow. And some gonna get off. But the majority gonna keep going forward. Because there's nothing else to look back on.
White Sox Park on that whole 50,000.
White Sox Park only holds 50,000.
Well, we got them outside too, all right? All right, so look, I just wanted kind of next week to bring together who would ever come. And we must start to raise the money. We got 20 more days. And we need to have some money into the pot. You know, and we got to raise this money. And we got to put the board together. And we must move. The board must be interracial mixed, male and female, straight or unstraight. I know there's a problem with it, anyway, you know, I'll just say that, okay? We ain't gonna discriminate against nothing, right? So we have to take to make sure that it reflects the neighborhood. If the board, you cannot represent nobody if you don't have a Muslim at the table, a white at the table, Hispanic at the table, a black at the table.
Yes.
You don't know what you're talking about. You know. So everybody brings something to the table. Everybody should be included. You know. So when we do this whole thing, we'll make sure that it reflects the right way. It will come back together and meet with the whole membership, and we'll have a proposal. Here's how we're going. You know, but what we've said so far, I pretty much just set that up myself. But we're open for, here again, the input. We're gonna have to spend money on media, because don't nobody know you exist. You don't get nobody. You know, we gotta be on TV, radio, newspaper. You know, the governor here, Cliff Kelly, for example, they got 100-some thousand or more plus veterans that listen to them all the time. We need to tap into that, you know, and get them involved as well. But you gotta also be there. We gotta get, you know, look, we can't ask them to do it for free, but we gotta make sure that we pay them to help them stay on the air. You know, those are things that we gotta do. Few people who can afford it should volunteer time. Other people who cannot afford it, well, we gotta have the money to pay, you know. But we're gonna, as we pay money, we're gonna make a lot more money too. Because the people gonna give when they see we're doing good. That's right. You know. So that's when people begin to do right when they're involved. And we'll have nothing to do with wrong. We'll have nothing to do with wrong. You know. Because we cannot succeed doing things wrong. So that ain't even an option. You know. But again, everybody must speak their piece in a respectful way. You know. And you will have people come in and talk about this, this, and that, and somebody's gonna be saying, well, we should do this, the black community should be this, black community do that. But they're not thinking we got Muslim and we got Latino around us. Right. Because the custom that we've been in one community. You know, we have to educate our people and bring the attention. Oh, this is for all, inclusion. You know, and sometimes when people says that, and I'll look around, I can't come out right there and there, but I turn around and correct it. Is that we include for everybody who wants to be, not leave anybody out. You know, and the PAC will leave all religion out of the PAC, different denomination, out of the PAC. You know, we traditionally, with our area, we meet, we can say a prayer.
We need to know. We might not need the.
It won't be denomination speaking, so people gonna get mad about this, this, and that. Yeah, but we're certain about with prayer and respect everybody. But cause if we start getting involved in different things like that and get messed up, and people begin to lead, and we forget about the focus why we here, what we're trying to do. You know, y'all know the Bible said there's a time and place for everything. You know. All right, any more questions? Well, I'm gonna be asking y'all for some money, you know. And so we next week gonna be. I tell you what, I think that our website gonna be up tomorrow. But I think what we'll do is that we can kick it off with our fundraiser. But certainly next week, I'll ask everybody to start making out the check. But also everything will be open on the website. Everybody who donate every penny will be on the website. Anything that's spent will be on the website. You know, nothing will be hidden at all. You know, the accountant, the lawyer, everything will be on the website openly. Everybody who gives something the name will be on the website and how much they gave. The only thing that we cannot report, if we do a fundraiser, allow people to come in and donate money, then we have to take them and put it as a collector what we have. And write that down too. But we pretty much asking people to write check, take their credit card and put it in there so we can protect the integrity of the process of the money. Because everybody on it. You know. So, all right, hold tight, man, hold tight, hold tight. So, any more questions?
Actually, thank you very much, sir. Let's begin because you